Hello everyone. Using this good opportunity, I decided to make a video guide for Hunter marksmanship specialization. Well, as I said before, I play since vanilla, that's my title, and I did some good in PvP and Burning Crusade, and about after Rite of the Lich King, I kind of slowed down playing Hunter. And overall, my whole skill-based gameplay finished at about that time. However, I still can play it, and I still love it. And when I released my first video about Beastmaster, I was saying how marksmanship is bad. I can't say I was completely wrong about it, but I was too steadfast to call marksmanship a bad specialization. It is playable, it is a little bit hard, you really need to know how to kite. And now that I leveled my weapon up to Concordance, it made it so much easier to actually play and make a good talent build for it, which I want to share with you. So let's get to the talents. On the first level, I'm picking Lone Wolf. Let's be honest, we all vanilla hunters wanted something like this since very vanilla. I couldn't resist it. On the other hand, I did try the other two abilities. I don't find myself to be starved with focus with this build, and therefore there's no need for using any of these two. And therefore you skip them. And you just trade a pet for Lone Wolf to do just more base damage of yourself. At level 30, I prefer True Aim. All three of them look like you wanna use them. And perhaps they all have their thing about it. But there's a problem. Lock and load is bad. 8% is very low for PvP, and all my guides are PvP based, because you will have a battleground where it doesn't procs at all. Or maybe it procs just once. It's just so low. They need to up it up. So you never take it. Black Arrow. It's not a good one, because if you take Black Arrow, you will have to build for burst damage, and burst damage spec is not good. Unfortunately, it is not good. Therefore, I am going with stable damage, which is True Aim. Arcane shots and aimed shots are building up the percentage, so it has a nice synergy. For talent at level 45, I'm taking Post Haste. And to be honest, it's the best ability for your escape on the at the tire. Fart Strider sure says disengage, but after the jump, you really want to be having that extra speed, and you want to be out of your slows. So Post Haste wins over Fart Strider, and this one has 15 chance to proc, which is quite low as well. And with 20 a person's cooldown and another honor talent, I believe it works with it. It's actually just of no use to take Fart Strider. You will be wasting a talent slot. Trailblazer is just useless because you will be taking damage. I mean, you will be attacking. You will be attacked, and even then, if you are not attacked, people will still be slowing you down. With so much mobility in games, there's no way to properly utilize this talent. So you just keep it. At level 60, only talent that wins once again, it's a Patty and Sniper. Only one that enhances your damage by a fair bit. And it wins because the other two are just bad. Explosive Shot after the rework is trash completely. Avoid it. You can probably use it in PvE, but other than that, it's bad. Sentinel is... I don't know, we don't have such battlegrounds where you would love to use Sentinel. I mean... you will be putting up marks anyway, so you will be putting down like focuses. There's no reason to use Sentinel, I'm sorry. I just can't find a single situation in game and PvP where you will be basing benefiting from this talent. Therefore, it's Patty and Sniper to get yourself that a little bit damage boost. At level 75, all three seems to be good, but I'm going with Binding Shot simply because it offers much more utility than the other two. Wyvern Sting is actually on the bad side because you already have a Frost Trap that you can help use it, and Wyvern Sting just it can interfere with your CDs, with your crowd control. I mean CCs, not CDs. Yeah, and on the other hand, Frost Trap comes up quite fast. You have a lot of ways to control your enemy. You don't need a Wyvern Sting. Camouflage is a PvE ability, or you can play around on Battlegrounds with it. Unfortunately, in Battlegrounds and PvP, you will be attacked quite often, and using it in a sneaky way will be nearly impossible. If it had like 2-minute cooldown and you could use it puppet in combat, still breakable by dots, then it would be a whole different thing. But the way it is right now, it's just not a good idea. You can take it as a heal out of combat kind of thing, which will help, but that's very low utility. Bungee shot is way much better and much more comfortable. At level 90, there are only 2 good abilities for PvP, and that's not Barrage, of course. Barrage you skip, that's PvE ability. Volley and Murder of Crows. Murder of Crows you pick if you want burst. Volley any other time. Once again, Volley uses some focus. You will not be finding yourself starving from focus, so you can safely take it. And here's the thing. Over this 1 minute that you use Crows, and then it's on CD and then it comes back, Crows do less damage than Volley. And if Volley hitting only one enemy. If Volley hits more than one enemy, it will do way more. Also, it helps you knock off people from flags in Battlegrounds, and it's a good how to say, it's a good persistent damage, and it wins, in my opinion, over Murder of Crows. Murder of Crows, I would only suggest you take in with Black Arrow and Piercing Shot, just if you're doing that burst build. Other than that, probably skip it. At level 100, again, talents look sharp, you really want to try them. Sidewinders, we skip. Arcane Shot does just enough, and you have the true aim that synergizes with Arcane Shots, so it's nice, you're not losing out on damage. Sidewinders, they have a CD, which is bearable, they regen focus, but you might find yourself in focus starvation gaps because of Sidewinders, and that's not something you want to use. Then again, if you know how to run and shoot, and cast shoot your abilities and stuff, you don't need Sidewinders. And second, Sidewinders kind of lose to Arcane Shot build because they still hit only one enemy per go. I mean, they go one way and backwards, and they can only damage one enemy. If they cannot damage the same enemy twice, leaving it questionable utility. I still prefer Arcane Shot. Piercing Shot, purely for that damage burst. You just need to drop someone down, those 30-20% HP, you pop this, you pop Black Arrow, you pop Murder of Crows, just solely for that. And you have to build the burst. Otherwise, by standalone talent, if you pick it like this and just switch from Trick Shot to Piercing Shot, you will not be benefited from Piercing Shots at all. It will be eating all your focus that you want to use for Aimage Shot instead. Trick Shot is I'm taking because it enhances my Aimage Shot. It's unfortunate, I tried to play without Aimage Shot completely, just kick it out, but our weapon ties many abilities to Aimage Shot that we cannot live without, and Aimage Shot play is important and is a must. And I found it playing out better with True Aim and Trick Shot synergizing each other through Aimage Shot and Arcane Shots, which is quite nice. Here, in Honor Talents. As you see, I didn't completely finish them yet, but I don't see any good use of these 3 talents. I will finish them up, I will try them, but I'm pretty sure I will not like them already. So on the first level, same as every time I say, Adaptation. Any other time you are not running Battleground, Arena. Gladiator's Medallion in Arena. Relentless you never take, you just don't survive long enough to benefit of it. Quick Shots for Star 2 is the best talent, because it's always on, it's always good. In initiation really doesn't help, because you can knock down people with your critical strike fast enough anyways, that 30% doesn't really help you out much. Focused Fire. You don't take it simply because someone will always hit you. Someone will try to attack you, and this talent will be off, will not be triggered most of the time, most of the battle. For tier 3, I'm lost between these two talents. Being vanilla hunter and remembering how hard it is to face warriors and rogues, I go naturally with cat-like reflexes. Sometimes I do suffer from warlocks, and sometimes even from moonkin druids, good moonkin druids. I don't count myself one good moonkin druid, unfortunately. I would rather take Dragon Scale. In Arena, you can swap between as you want. In Battlegrounds, I still prefer cat-like reflexes. But both are extremely good. Survival tactics you can skip. It's just an additional help, another help with another CD to survive, which is some meh. Okay, on tier 4, Viper Sting hands down wins everything. Sure, all three stings have a place to be and you can use them. In Arena, you can swap between stings depending on composition your enemy has. If you have to pick only one talent, that's Viper Sting hand down, because you will need to be focusing down enemies and you will need that healing reduction. The other two I don't really need to explain. You take Scorpion Sting versus melees, and Spider Sting if you are in Arena and there are only casters like Warlock and Mage, like Duo, right? And you are in 2v2 arenas, then you take Spider Sting. But you can adjust those right in Arena before the game starts. At tier 5, it's TNT for me. For Battlegrounds, for Arena, it's Scatter Shot. The whole thing is Scatter Shot only incapacitates one character, but TNT incapacitates all the ones you hit in an arc. And in an arc, you always you have more utility, like it's more utilized more in Battlegrounds, because you will have lots of people on you and where you will want to use it. Scatter Shot, 2v2 arena, 3v3 arena, maybe 5v5 arena, maybe. But that's how you use it. And Scatter Shot you will want as an additional Entropy versus casters in 2v2 arena, for example. That's definitely going to be a win-win. But you can always swap between two as you see fit. Both are good, and but for Battleground, Scatter Shot, avoid it. You're just going to ruin yourself there. You will not be benefited much. High Explosive Trap is just another trap with knockback. We don't take it. We have enough traps. Those two are more than enough. Like, I was able to easily farm, kite and my melee enemies and having absolutely no issues. As for last tier, we skip Sniper Shot. I will try it, but with such a long cast time, the damage it does, it barely does more than an aimed shot. And then like you get this 40% range increase, but you will rarely find yourself in Arena or even on Battlegrounds time to actually cast something this long, to channel something that long of a cast. So you will not take it. You can play around with Battlegrounds, but in Arena it's a no-no. Out of the other two, the one that stands out is Range's Finest, because it aimed shot reduces your aspect of cheetah, your turtle, your acceleration. Yeah, it doesn't do disengage as I thought, but that's fine. It still reduces 3 cooldowns that help you survive. It's a win-win situation. True Shot Mastery you only take for that beginning time when you are still leveling. It's just not as good as Ranger's Finest. That's pretty much all I wanted to say, except you see probably I have macros. Those macros are simple. I'm using the old school style. I know that this is not the best way, but I feel comfortable with those. Pretty much cast on myself. I feel comfortable like that. But you're locking yourself out of utility. But unfortunately that works for me. Thank you very much for the view. Hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up. Have a great day.